name is Brittany Batson, and welcome to my channel, From Budget to Boss, all things budgeting. I'm really excited to share with you my journey on how I was able to find financial success through tips, advice, and strategic planning. Now, each one of these videos will be filled with tips, advice, and strategic planning that I used to pay off $50,000 in debt coming out of college, and to make sure that I could successfully take care of myself as someone who was not making a lot of money coming out of college, okay, on a teacher's salary. So what I wanted to do was create a channel for women just like you and myself that want to be financially free, independent, build a savings, get out of debt, and reach financial goals and start living life today, not 50 years from now upon retirement, right? So this video is dedicated to all my women that want to learn how to budget. So here's some smart budgeting tips to help you get started, okay? All right, so I came out of college with $50,000 student loan debt, and I went into the career field of education. I knew right off the bat that I was not going to make a lot of money or even enough money to pay off my debt if I didn't get a hold on it right then and there. So I sat at my desk and I created the 21-day budget, which is a strategic budgeting system that has helped me get out of debt, build an emergency fund, a savings, invest, and eventually be able to take a year and a half off of teaching to do a complete pivot in my career and become an entrepreneur. So I'm really excited to share those tips. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a financial guru at all. I'm one woman with a story that I believe is powerful and I hope is empowering to another woman and can help them along their journey, and possibly that woman could be you. So the very first thing I want you to understand is that you're here for a reason, okay? You clicked this video for a reason. So don't click off. Don't put budgeting last, right? Don't put your finances last. One of the very first things that I had to learn to tackle my debt was actually putting my finances first, okay? So let's start with the basics. Budgeting is all about managing your money effectively, ensuring you spend it wisely, you save for your goals, and you build a secure financial future. It's like creating a roadmap for your finances. I like to think of if I was going on a road trip and I wanted to get to California, but I had no map, no Google Maps, no Siri, and no device, no computer, no internet. I just got in the car. How am I actually going to get there? Right? So it's really important to have a strategy and a plan, which is also known as a budget. Okay? Most of the time when we hear budget, we kind of freak out and we're like, no, I don't want a budget. But it's a roadmap. It's a plan to reach your goals, right? And to live your best life today. So imagine your income, your paycheck that you get every month. Imagine it as a pie. And we're going to take that pie and break it down into different sections. One of those sections is going to be necessities. One is going to be for savings. And one is going to be for spending. Okay, so each one of those pieces of your pie will have a certain amount of money allotted to it, which I'll speak a little bit more about in the videos to come, about how to actually allocate your income in the appropriate places and categories throughout the month. Now, let's jump into some practical tips for those of you who are new to managing your finances. Now, whether you're new, you're a beginner, you've started and you quit, or you keep starting and you're having trouble continuing on, well, this is the perfect place for you, because From Budget to Boss is a community of like-minded women that want to reach their financial goals. So it's so much easier to do that with like-minded women. It's empowering than it is to do it on your own. So go ahead and like, follow, and subscribe, because you're going to be able to join in on this amazing community, receive advice, and be empowered to reach your own financial goals, okay? So setting a budgeting goal is super important. Now, whether it's saving for a vacation, an emergency fund, a car, a home, paying off debt, whatever it is that your goal is, it's important to have a strategy, a plan to reach that goal. And that goes back to the roadmap. And your roadmap is a budget. So a budget is a roadmap, right? We wouldn't just get in a car and drive to California. No, we need a map. So I can't just pay off all of my debt if I don't have a strategy and a plan, a budget, right? So budget is actually a great thing. So I want you to visualize your goals in your head, and I want you to prioritize this week. And I want you to know that if you have a budget, it will help you stay focused and motivated to reach those goals. And it especially did for me. I don't even know where I would be if I didn't budget my income and my finances. And I don't know where I would be if I didn't take time to think about what I wanted to accomplish financially. Tip number 2, track your spending. Knowledge is power. Keep tabs on where your money goes. And you can do this in a few ways. You can use apps. There are a ton out there. One of the apps that I was using was Mint. You can use spreadsheets, or you can even use the good old pen and paper method, which is what I loved the best and love the best still to this day. And I actually took the time to actually create a From Budget to Boss planner for you. And it looks just like this. And it's coming soon, so don't worry. It has all the spreadsheets and all the materials you need to track your spending. So tracking your spending helps identify areas where you can cut back, or you can allocate your funds somewhere else if you're overspending. So it's really important. And I'll have a video to show you exactly how to use your From Budget to Boss planner soon. Now, tip number 3, I want you to embrace the 50-30-20 rule. If you're wondering what that is, I want you to know that it's basically 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, and 20% to your savings and debt repayment. 50, 30, 20, okay? Now for me personally, I use zero-based budgeting, which is another method. You have to choose what works best for you. Now I use zero-based budgeting, which means I took my income because I got paid once a month. I would get paid once a month. So it was crucial that I had a budget, right? Because after I had spent that, there was nothing else coming in until 30 days. So I would take every single dollar and I would allocate it to a place where it was going to go, a category it was going to go, okay? Whether that was a fixed or variable expense, which I would talk more about fixed and variable expenses in the videos to come. So look for that video as well. Now, these are just a few tips to help you get started. Remember, it's the beginning. Sometimes we want to push and go a little bit too fast, and we miss crucial steps in the beginning. But budgeting first is all about understanding what a budget is. It's a roadmap to get you where you want to go financially, and understanding a few tips to help you get started with where to put your money, okay? So whether that's the 50-30-20 rule or the zero-based budgeting method, you have to choose what works best for you. Sometimes trying more than one method could be beneficial as well. Sometimes you don't know what you like until you give it a try, right? So if you found these tips helpful, I want you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, follow, and share, okay? When you share, it's empowering to the woman next to you, beside you, or across the world from you, okay? Share this video with the amazing women in your life who could use budgeting to help them as well. So until next time, take care and budget on.